A global drug network stretching from India to Mexico. And now, two Indians are at the center of a massive crackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just another crime story. This is about chemicals, cartels, and a deadly drug that has triggered a crisis in the United States. Fentanyl. And now, two individuals from Surat, Gujarat. They have been named in a major US sanction list. Satish Kumar and Yukta Kumari. The allegation? Well, being part of a global supply chain that helped move the key precursor chemical used to manufacture fentanyl, one of the most dangerous drugs in the world. Well, the action came from the US Department of the Treasury Office of Foreign Assets Control. On April 23rd, it announced sanctions against 23 individuals and entities linked to a network supporting the Sinaloa cartel, a group already designated by the US as foreign terrorist organization. Now, this is not a routine listing though. It is part of a global crackdown targeting every link in the fentanyl supply chain. Now, let me tell you what exactly the accusation is. According to the US authorities, these two individuals, through their firms SR Chemicals and Agrat Chemicals, allegedly supplied the fentanyl, the particular chemical that was used. Though these are not drugs themselves, but the building blocks used to create fentanyl in illegal labs. Without these chemicals, the drug, it cannot be produced at scale. And here's where the story takes a darker turn. Investigators claim that these chemicals, they were mislabeled, sometimes disguised as harmless products like safe chemicals or even vitamin C to avoid detection. Now, this allowed shipments to pass through regulatory system without raising any immediate red flags. The route itself, it reveals the scale of the network, by the way. From India, shipments were allegedly sent to Guatemala, often to front the companies. From there, they were transported across land borders in Mexico, where cartel-controlled operations could process them into fentanyl. Authorities say that about 116 kilograms of chemical, it moved through this particular route in a short period of time. Indian investigators, they were already tracking this network though. The Gujarati Anti-Terrorism Squad arrested both the accused in March 2025. They alleged that forged end-user certificates, they were used to process the restricted chemical from legitimate manufacturers. About 50 kilograms of these substances were seized before they could even shipped out of country. Well, the charges, they were also pretty serious. Criminal conspiracy, attempt to commit offenses involving the commercial quantities of narcotics. In fact, falsification of the documents. These are not any minor violations though. They point to a structured operation designed to bypass the legal safeguards here. But here's the twist. Both accused are currently out on bail, granted by Gujarat High Court in early 2026. The trial is yet to begin though, meaning the final legal outcome is still pending in India. But at the very same time, US sanctions have already kicked in, freezing assets, restricting transitions, and putting these individuals under global scrutiny. Though this case also connected to a wider pattern here. Other companies and individuals, some based in India, they have been investigated or charged in similar fentanyl-related cases. Well, it suggests that authorities, they are not just targeting the end users or cartels, but the entire supply chain, from raw material to final distribution.